Space was quiet, wide, and cold, but on this day, something strange moved inside that dark sea. The sensors of humanity's Titan-class warship, Horizon Breaker, detected a pattern that no human had ever seen before. At first, it was only one signal. Then 10. Then 100. And then, thousands. The crew stared at the screen with serious faces. Strange dots appeared like small stars, forming a huge shape in the distance. No sound came from them, no message, no warning. They only moved slowly and with perfect order. Too perfect. Commander Aisha Rahman stood at the center of the bridge. She watched the pattern as her mind filled with questions. "What is this?" she whispered. She had seen many strange things in her years of service, but this felt different. This felt wrong. "Horizon Breaker to Fleet Command," the communication officer said. "We have unknown activity. Requesting analysis." But even before Fleet Command could answer, something happened. The dots changed shape, forming a long line, then a curve, then a solid formation like a wall of steel. It was not noise. It was not an error. It was intentional movement. The first officer swallowed hard. "Ma'am, this looks like a fleet." Aisha leaned forward. "How big?" The officer zoomed out. The display kept expanding. And expanding. And expanding. By the time it stopped, the entire screen was covered with alien ships. Aisha felt her heartbeat slow. "How far away?" 14 million kilometers, the officer answered. "But closing in fast." The crew exchanged looks. No one spoke the fear that sat heavy in their stomachs. Humanity had prepared for first contact for many years. But no one imagined it would look like this, an armada so large that it could crush whole planets. The ship's AI voice spoke calmly, too calmly. "Unknown vessels are scanning Horizon Breaker." A strange wave washed across the human ship. The lights dimmed for a moment. The air hummed. The metal walls vibrated like something was touching them. "What was that?" Aisha asked sharply. "Some kind of energy wave," the engineer said. "Not an attack. More like, a test." Aisha stared at the alien formation again. The ships had stopped. Completely. As if frozen in space. "Why did they stop?" someone whispered. No one had an answer, but the crew could feel it, those alien ships were afraid. It made no sense. The Horizon Breaker was large, yes. Powerful, yes. But the alien fleet had numbers humanity could only dream of. Why would such a huge force freeze at the sight of a single human warship? Aisha decided to speak first. "Open a wide-spectrum channel. Send a standard peace message." "Yes, ma'am. Sending now." A simple message was transmitted: "We come in peace. We wish to communicate." The aliens did not respond. They did not move. They did not even blink on the radar. They only stared, if ships could stare, at humanity's Titan-class warship. Minutes passed, slow and heavy. Every second felt like a pressure in the chest. It was the kind of silence that made a person stop breathing without noticing. Then, a new wave hit. This time stronger. Consoles shook. The lights flickered longer. The AI spoke again. "The alien fleet is attempting deeper analysis of Horizon Breaker." "Are they trying to hack us?" the engineer asked. "No," the AI answered. "Their scans show irregular activity. Their ship formations are unstable. Heart rate patterns from their biosignatures indicate extreme fear." The bridge fell silent. They were not being scanned by curious explorers. They were being scanned by a species terrified out of its mind. "But, why?" the first officer asked softly. "Why would they fear us?" Before anyone could respond, the alien fleet finally moved. But not forward. Backward. They retreated in panic, breaking their perfect formation. Some ships bumped into each other. Some spun wildly. It was chaos, pure, uncontrolled fear. Aisha's breath caught. What are they afraid of? No one knew. Suddenly, one small alien scout ship drifted too close to Horizon Breaker. It entered the ship's gravity field. The human warship was so massive that even its passive systems twisted the alien scout's hull. The alien ship shook violently before the humans could help it. They think it's an attack, the engineer said. They're misreading everything, Aisha whispered. They think we're a threat. The moment she said it, the alien fleet reacted. Lights flashed across their massive formation. Power levels spiked. It looked like a war was about to begin. Ma'am, the officer panicked. One alien battleship is charging a weapon. A huge ship on the alien side glowed with dangerous energy. The crew braced for impact. But then the impossible happened. The battleship turned its gun, not toward Horizon Breaker, but toward itself. They're going to self-destruct, the AI announced. The bridge froze in shock. Why would they destroy themselves? The first officer whispered. Aisha felt a chill. Because they fear us more than death. The alien ship's core reached maximum charge. Everyone held their breath. Then, a single alien message finally came through, broken, trembling, and full of terror. One word. Just one. Impossible. And then the transmission ended, leaving the entire human crew staring into the dark space, wondering what secret the aliens saw when they looked at humanity. The bridge of Horizon Breaker felt colder after the alien message ended. One word should not carry so much fear, but it did. Every crew member felt that fear, even though they did not understand it. The aliens had looked at humanity and whispered, impossible. But why? What did they think humans were? Commander Aisha did not waste time. Status on the alien battleship, she asked. It cancelled the self-destruct, the officer said. But, its crew's life signs are unstable. Their fear levels are extremely high. Fear levels. It was strange hearing that from alien readings. Strange and sad. Aisha stepped closer to the main viewport. The alien armada floated in the distance like a wounded beast. It looked powerful, mighty, and ancient. But now it trembled. The AI voice returned. The alien fleet is attempting to regroup. But their formations are not stable. Why? Aisha asked. Because they are still afraid, the AI answered. Aisha's eyes narrowed. But afraid of what? The AI hesitated for a fraction of a second, which was rare. Afraid, of us. Those words hit the crew harder than any explosion. Humanity had prepared many protocols for alien contact, peaceful or hostile. But no one had prepared for the idea that aliens would be terrified. Ma'am, the officer said, the aliens are recording us. What do you mean? They're recording every movement of the Titan-class ship. They seem desperate to understand it. Aisha frowned. Maybe they think we built this ship to hunt them. Or maybe, the engineer said quietly, they think we already did. No one liked that idea, but it hung in the air like a shadow. Suddenly, a small alien scout ship drifted out of formation. Its engine sputtered. Its lights dimmed. It moved like a wounded animal trying to escape danger. They're trying to call it back, the officer reported. But the damaged scout did not respond. Instead, the ship glided toward Horizon Breaker, slowly spinning out of control. Aisha held her breath. Stabilize it before it hits our gravity field. Trying, ma'am, but it's too late. The alien ship drifted close enough for its hull to bend under the Titan ship's enormous gravity. Metal groaned. Panels cracked. The small ship twisted like a toy caught in a storm. The alien fleet reacted instantly. They think we attacked it, the engineer shouted. A wave of bright energy rippled through the alien armada. Ships turned sharply. Shields flickered. Weapons heated. It looked like war. Hold fire. Aisha ordered. We don't attack unless they fire first. The crew nodded but their hands shook. The tension in the air was sharp, almost painful. The aliens began sending frantic transmissions. The translation systems caught only small pieces, broken words, repeated cries, shaking voices. Danger, destroyer, return, impossible, ancient. Ancient? Aisha stepped closer. Play it again. The translation repeated. Every word sounded like a frightened whisper from 1,000 throats. They think we're something ancient, the first officer said quietly. That idea was too strange, too big to understand. Humanity was young in the galaxy. Humanity knew nothing about ancient alien wars or forgotten empires. But the aliens did. Before anyone could think further, the officer shouted again. Ma'am. One of the alien battleships is powering a weapon. Aisha spun. Target? The officer swallowed. Not us. Their own ship. The bridge went completely silent. What? Aisha said. They are aiming at themselves. Why would they? Before she finished, the alien battleship charged its weapon to full power. Bright energy gathered at its center like a sun being born inside its hull. They're going to self-destruct again, the AI confirmed. The idea made no sense. Why would an entire battleship, huge, complex, and full of life, choose death over facing a human ship? Intercept that charge. Aisha ordered. The Horizon Breaker fired a precise EMP blast. It traveled through space like a silent wave. When it hit, the alien battleship's lights sputtered and dimmed. The weapon shut down. The alien ship floated in darkness, alive but stunned. A moment later, a signal came from the alien flagship. Ma'am, the officer whispered, translation coming through. The crew leaned in. The alien voice was sharper now. Still afraid, but speaking clearly. The translator struggled, but after a moment, the voice became understandable. Humans, the alien commander said, do not come closer. Aisha waited. You carry the shape, the design, of the destroyers. The crew exchanged confused looks. Aisha spoke calmly. We don't understand. Who are the destroyers? The alien commander's voice trembled. We saw your warship and remembered the old legends. The ones who ended stars. The ones who turned our ancestor worlds to ash. Their ships looked like yours. Aisha stood still. This was impossible. Humans had never left the galaxy. They had never destroyed stars. They had never fought the alien ancestors. But the alien voice continued. We thought your kind was gone forever, it said. Extinct. A long, shaking breath followed. But now, we see we were wrong. And with those words, the alien armada began powering weapons again. Not because they wanted war. But because they believed humanity was something too terrible to let live. A cold silence spread across the bridge after the alien commander spoke. The idea felt unreal. The humans had built the Titan-class warship only 10 years ago. It was not ancient. It was not connected to any old species. It was human engineering, human sweat, human imagination. Yet the aliens looked at it as if it were a ghost from their darkest nightmares. Commander Aisha stepped forward. Open a direct channel to their flagship. I want to talk to them face to face. The crew obeyed, but the reply came immediately. Do not show your faces, the alien commander warned. His voice shook. Your human form will confirm our worst fear. Aisha exchanged a confused look with her team. Our faces. What do our faces have to do with anything? The translator picked up another whisper from the alien fleet. Humans, look like them, the destroyers, the extinction makers. The crew was silent. Uncomfortable. Lost. Aisha spoke with a firm but calm voice. We are not your enemies. We don't know these destroyers. We don't know your legends. But the alien voice returned, more fearful. Lies, no one can look like the destroyers by accident. Aisha clenched her hands. What did these destroyers look like? The bridge waited. The alien commander answered with a broken breath. They looked exactly like you. A shock spread across the room. Every human froze. How? The engineer whispered. We've never met aliens before. The officer spoke quietly. Unless, the destroyers were not aliens. Aisha shook her head. Impossible. Humanity was not advanced in ancient times. But the alien voice kept talking. In every ruin across our galaxy, we found their marks. Their weapons. Their ships. Their bodies. Everything had the same shape as your Titan design. Aisha frowned. But the Titan class was built only recently. Not the design, the alien said. The pattern. The structure. The philosophy of the technology. The shape that breaks gravity. The hull that bends light. The core that sings like a star. All of this, we saw before. Long, long ago. The crew felt a strange fear creeping up their spine. This was not just a misunderstanding. This was something deeper. Something old. Something lost. The aliens continued, voice trembling. When we saw your ship, we remembered the old war. The war we could never win. The war where whole planets vanished. The destroyers fought with one Titan ship, and we lost 50 worlds. Aisha breathed slowly. We are not them. Humanity did not destroy worlds. But the aliens did not believe it. Across the distance, alien ships scrambled to form a defensive wall. Their fear was turning into desperation. Their desperation was turning into anger. Ma'am, the officer said, the alien Armada is charging weapons again. Aisha raised a hand. Hold position. No firing. The crew obeyed, but their eyes showed worry. If the aliens attacked with thousands of ships, even Horizon Breaker would not survive easily. The AI spoke suddenly. Incoming message from the alien flagship. A new voice played. A softer one. Almost like a whisper from an elder. We found ruins, the alien elder said. Ruins older than our history. The destroyers left messages before their final battle. Messages written in a language we never understood, until now. Aisha's breath caught. What language? The elder paused, then answered slowly. Human language. The crew felt their stomachs twist. The idea was impossible. Humans were young. Humans were new. Humans were nowhere near ancient cosmic civilizations. Yet the alien elder continued. We believed the destroyers were gone forever. That they wiped themselves out in fire and silence. But the moment we saw your Titan ship, we knew the truth. Aisha leaned forward. Tell me. The elder's voice shook. They did not die. They escaped. They hid. They waited. And now, they have returned wearing human skin. No, Aisha shook her head. We are not ancient killers. We are explorers. The alien commander yelled over the channel. Stop pretending. We saw the way your ship bends gravity. That is a destroyer signature. We learned that from physics research, the engineer muttered. We saw the way your hull absorbs radiation. Only the destroyers used that technology. That was discovered in the Saturn labs, Aisha whispered. We saw the way your engines fold space. Only the destroyers mastered that power. That was a human invention, the first officer insisted. But none of that mattered. The aliens only saw the shape. The design. The pattern. The fear. A deep alarm suddenly rang through the horizon breaker. The AI spoke quickly. Multiple alien ships are locking targets on us. Are they preparing to fire? Aisha asked. No, the AI said. They are preparing, for a full fleet sacrifice. The crew froze. What does that mean? Aisha asked. They will destroy their own ships, the AI answered, to generate a shockwave big enough to destroy us. The bridge turned silent with dread. The aliens were ready to die, not because humans were monsters, but because they thought humans were the return of monsters worse than nightmares. A new message came through. A final warning. A final fear. If you are truly human, then prove it, the alien commander whispered. Or we all die today. The warning from the alien commander hung in the air like a blade. The bridge of Horizon Breaker went completely still. Every crew member could feel a cold pressure sinking into their chest. The alien armada was not bluffing. They truly believed that humanity was the rebirth of ancient destroyers, and they were ready to kill themselves just to stop one human ship. Commander Aisha stood tall, but her heart felt heavy. We cannot let them destroy themselves. Open a wide channel. The officer nodded. Channel open. Aisha spoke with steady voice. Alien fleet, listen. We are not the destroyers. We are not your ancient enemy. We are human. We are new to the galaxy. We do not want war. Static answered her. Then whispering voices. Then fear. Lies, lies, lies. Destroyers return. They will burn us again. They always come back. Aisha tried again. If we wanted war, your fleet would already be gone. We did not fire a single shot. Still, the aliens did not believe her. The AI interrupted. Ma'am, secret communication detected between alien ships. They are discussing the sacrifice attack. Can we hear it? Aisha asked. Yes. The AI translated the private alien message. If the destroyers are reborn, we must die to stop them. Better we fall than the galaxy burn again. The bridge felt colder. The first officer whispered, they truly believe we are monsters. Aisha clenched her jaw. Then we will show them we're not. Suddenly, a new alarm echoed across the bridge. The engineer shouted, Ma'am. 30 alien ships are powering cores to overload. If they blow together, the shockwave will reach us. How long? Aisha asked. 2 minutes. The crew moved fast. Fingers raced across screens. Commands flew through the air. Aisha ordered, raise shields to maximum. Charge gravitic stabilizers. And keep weapons offline. Offline, the first officer asked with confusion. If they blow, we'll need to fire counterpulses. Aisha shook her head. If we power weapons now, it will confirm their fear. The decision was dangerous. Almost reckless. But necessary. The bridge lights turned red as systems shifted to defense mode. The hum of the massive engines grew louder. The Titan-class warship glowed with shield energy. Still, the aliens panicked even more. Ma'am, the officer cried, more ships are joining the sacrifice. 42 ships now, the AI added. Moving to 50. Aisha took a long breath. AI, calculate a way to stop those ships without harming them. The AI processed for a moment. We can disable the overload by hitting their charge with a gravitic pulse. But it will reveal our full power. It might scare them more, the officer warned. Aisha looked at the screen filled with alien ships trembling in fear. Or it might stop a war. Do it. The AI delivered the pulse. A silent wave rippled from Horizon Breaker, bending space around it like soft cloth. The alien ships flickered. Their overload cores sputtered. Their lights dimmed. The sacrifice attack stopped. But instead of calming them, the alien armada screamed. Impossible. They bend space like the destroyers. Run. Run. They are waking. They are waking. The alien fleet broke formation again. Ships crashed into each other in pure panic. Alarms echoed across the alien armada. Some ships spun out of control. The officer shouted, "Ma'am, the aliens think we attacked them." "We didn't," Aisha said sharply. "We saved them." But the aliens could not understand that. Suddenly, the flagship powered a massive energy weapon. Something far stronger than the others. The officer's voice trembled. "Target is Horizon Breaker." The entire alien armada aimed at the human warship. Thousands of ship lights glowed red. The AI spoke calmly. "They are preparing a full fleet strike." The bridge went silent. A strike like that could wipe out even a Titan-class ship. It might survive the first wave, but not the second. Aisha closed her eyes for a moment. Humanity had met aliens for the first time, and they were moments away from destroying each other over fear and legends. Before she could speak, the entire alien armada stopped moving. Every ship froze. Every weapon powered down. Every engine went dark. The crew stared at the screen in confused silence. "What just happened?" the officer whispered. The AI scanned the region. Unknown energy detected behind the alien fleet. Aisha looked at the dark space behind them. Behind them? "I don't see anything." But then she did. Something huge moved in the darkness. Something bigger than any alien ship. Something bigger than Horizon Breaker. A shadow so massive it looked like a black hole wearing armor. The engineers gasped. The officers leaned back. Even the AI paused for a fraction of a second. "That is not an alien ship," the AI said. Aisha whispered the only words that made sense. "What have we awakened?" And the alien armada, who moments ago was ready to die fighting humanity, now trembled in fear at something even worse approaching from behind them. Every screen on Horizon Breaker shook with distortion as the shadow behind the alien armada grew larger. It was not a ship made of metal or light. It was a giant outline blocking starlight itself. A shape so massive that sensors struggled to read its size. The alien armada, who moments ago aimed thousands of weapons at humanity, now curled inward like frightened animals. The officer whispered, "It's bigger than anything we've ever scanned. Bigger than a moon." The engineer added, "It's not moving normally. It bends space without engines." Aisha watched with a sinking feeling in her chest. "AI, identify it." The AI hesitated, again. A rare sign of confusion. "I cannot identify it. But I recognize its signature. The ancient ruin scans. The old war archives. The destroyer energy pattern. It matches, perfectly." The crew froze. The alien fleet began screaming in fear over open channels. "They have awakened. The real destroyers. We are doomed. Save us. Someone save us." The aliens, who moments ago wanted to sacrifice themselves to destroy humanity, now desperately called for help, from the humans they feared. The alien commander's voice came through, broken and terrified. "Humans. Humans, help us. Please." Aisha didn't need more convincing. "Raise full shields," she ordered. "Move between the alien fleet and that thing." The first officer blinked. Ma'am, you want us to protect them? Aisha nodded. Yes. Because we're human. And humans protect each other. Horizon Breaker moved forward like a steel mountain sliding through space. Its engines burned bright blue, lighting the darkness as it positioned itself in front of the alien fleet. The alien Armada watched in shock. A single human ship was standing between them and their nightmare. The shadow creature, or machine, finally came into full view. It was like a Titan-class warship but twisted, older, angrier. Black armor covered its surface like scars. Strange symbols glowed red along its hull. It looked alive and dead at the same time. A ship built for one purpose, destruction. The alien elder whispered through the channel, voice shaking. That is the last destroyer. The final monster from the ancient war. We thought it died at the edge of the galaxy. A deep rumble echoed through space. Not sound, gravity. The destroyer's hull pulsed like a heartbeat. Energy waves rolled out, pushing both fleets back. Horizon Breaker shields at 80%, the engineer shouted. The destroyer turned its massive core toward the alien ships. Aisha spoke quietly but firmly, not today. She activated Horizon Breaker's primary weapon systems. The entire ship glowed with power, energy swirling along its hull like lightning searching for a target. The first officer whispered, weapons fully charged. Fire, Aisha said. A beam of pure white energy shot out, hitting the destroyer dead center. The shockwave rippled across space. The alien ships rocked. Panels shook. Lights flickered. The destroyer staggered back. The alien fleet gasped. A second energy pulse hit the human ship, but shields held strong. Again. Aisha ordered. The Horizon Breaker fired a second strike, stronger, brighter. The destroyer cracked. Energy spilled from its hull like blood from a wound. The massive shape twisted and writhed. Then. A roar of dark energy exploded outward. But Horizon Breaker did not fall. Aisha shouted, push forward. The Titan-class warship surged, shields blazing, engines screaming, and slammed its full power into the destroyer. A blinding burst of light filled the darkness. When it faded, the destroyer was gone. Only broken fragments floated in silence. The alien fleet slowly emerged from behind the human warship, stunned and shaking. They stared at the Horizon Breaker with new eyes, not as a destroyer, but as a guardian. A message came from the alien commander, voice soft with awe. Humans, forgive us. We feared the wrong enemy. Aisha responded gently, we all fear what we do not understand. The alien elder spoke next. You are not the destroyers. You are their opposite. You are protectors strong enough to face them. Aisha smiled faintly. Then maybe this is a new beginning. Lights flickered across the alien fleet, signals of respect, not fear. Slowly, the alien Armada moved into formation around Horizon Breaker. Not to attack. Not to threaten. But to follow. A new alliance, born not from power. But from bravery. And in the silent darkness of space, one thing became clear. Humanity had arrived. And the galaxy would never forget the day a single human warship stood against the monsters of legend, and won.